Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Did anyone get a chance to check out that crazy storm, or did you experience that crazy storm we had yesterday? See, so we talked about the weather yesterday, and it was a very small chance that we were going to get rain, right? But remember, I said that weather's unpredictable, and yesterday proved it. At my house, it hailed, and I don't know if you're familiar with what hail is, but it's basically like ice, little pellets of ice. The hail was only about, say, this big, that little hole. So it wasn't like too crazy, and it didn't hail for too long. But yeah, the hail, and then there was a bunch of crazy rain, and that was just, it was a wild storm. So hopefully you got to check that out, because that was pretty cool. If not, I took a video of what it looked like from my house, so I might post that on our Google Classrooms for you to check out, because like I said, it was pretty cool. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started by going to starfall.com. And once you're on there, go ahead and make your way to our calendar. All right, and then once you see that big play button in the middle there, go ahead and press play.
Yippee! It's May 2020. Let's make a calendar.
All right, and then once that sparkly green arrow in the bottom right corner appears, go ahead and press that arrow, and we'll do the days of the week.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Okay, so
what day of the week is it today?
What day of the week is it today? And it is highlighted in gold for you, and it is Tuesday.
Great job! Today is Tuesday, May 19th, 2020.
All right, so let's go ahead and press that green arrow in the bottom right corner. And now we can
fill in the missing day and date.
Fill in the missing day and date. So we just talked about how it's Tuesday. So let's go ahead and drag Tuesday over to the top where you see that blank blue rectangle.
Tuesday.
And then yesterday was the 18th, so that means today is the 19th. So let's go ahead and drag 19 over to that blank blue square.
19th. Great job!
And then once you get those filled in, go ahead and press that green arrow in the bottom right corner. And now we can
mark any special days this month.
Mark any special days this month. Okay, so we started off this month with 2 holidays on one day. So Tuesday, May 5th, 2020, it was first of all Cinco de Mayo, which means the 5th of May in Spanish. And Cinco de Mayo is celebrated because it's a time to remember the Battle of Puebla. And that's when the French army tried to invade Mexico. And even though the Mexican army was outnumbered, they still won the battle and prevented the French from taking over their land. So Mexico won that battle. So that's why Cinco de Mayo is celebrated. And then it was also Teacher's Day, or Teacher Appreciation Day. So Tuesday, May 5th was also Teacher's Day. And remember, we talked about how that first week of May is Teacher Appreciation Week. And so during Teacher Appreciation Week, the Tuesday of that week is always going to be Teacher's Day or Teacher Appreciation Day. So let's go ahead and put a smiley face on Tuesday, May 5th, 2020 for Cinco de Mayo. And then we can also add some stars because it was Teacher's Day or Teacher Appreciation Day. I think it's got like a few names, but on here it's called Teacher's Day. And then since we're on this week, let's go ahead and add some more stars to mark the rest of Teacher Appreciation Week. So we can add stars to Monday, May 4th. There's already stars on Tuesday, May 5th. So we can add stars on Wednesday, May 6th, Thursday, May 7th, and Friday, May 8th. Okay, so that marks Teacher Appreciation Week. And then the weekend after, so I'm looking at Sunday, May 10th, 2020. That was Mother's Day. And even though we should appreciate our mother-like figures in our life every day, this is the day that we nationally like to do nice things and recognize those mother-like figures in our life. So hopefully you got to do something special on that day. So let's go ahead and add a smiley face on Sunday, May 10th, 2020 because that was Mother's Day. And then the week of Mother's Day, there was no holidays, so last week. But yesterday, remember, we talked about how it was a holiday in Canada. And remember, Canada is the country that borders the northern part of our country, the United States. So, yesterday in Canada, it was Victoria Day. And I posted some resources on our Google Classroom about Victoria Day and why it's celebrated, and so you can check those out if you didn't. But basically, it's created to remember Queen Victoria, who was queen for like 63 years way back when. And I believe it also, I learned yesterday that it's supposed to mark the beginning of summer in Canada. So that was an interesting fact that I learned. So let's go ahead and put a smiley face on Monday, May 18th, 2020, because that was Victoria Day in Canada. And then there's no more holidays this week, but a week from yesterday, so Monday, May 25th, 2020, that will be Memorial Day. So this weekend will be a long weekend because on Monday, May 25th, it will be Memorial Day. And Memorial Day is the day that we here in the United States remember and appreciate those who died or got harmed fighting in our military. And people also take the time to thank people who are currently serving in our military. So let's go ahead and put a smiley face on Monday, May 25th, because that will be Memorial Day. But we can also add some stars on that day because it will be a no school day. So, like I said, it will be a long weekend this weekend. So that's exciting because that means that you don't have to do your schoolwork on Monday because it's a no school day. If your parents say otherwise, listen to your parents. Don't listen to me. But as far as I'm going to say, I don't expect you to be doing schoolwork on Monday. However, if your parents say that you should be working, you should listen to your parents. So, and then we have 2 birthdays this month. One is coming up very soon. It's Thursday. So let's check out whose birthday's on Thursday. So January, February, March, April, we're in May, and Thursday is the 21st. So Adam has a birthday on Thursday. And that's really exciting because Thursdays we do our Zoom chats, right? So during our Zoom chat, it will basically be a Zoom chat celebration for Adam's birthday. And I know I talked to his dad, and they're probably going to have a cake and we're going to sing happy birthday to him, and it'll be a good time because we're going to be celebrating that he is a teenager. How crazy. So let's go ahead and add a slice of birthday cake to Thursday, May 21st, 2020, because that will be Adam's birthday. All right, and then there is another birthday next week. So on the 29th, so that's next Friday. So Friday, May 29th, 2020 will be my birthday. So let's go ahead and put a slice of birthday cake on Friday, May 29th, because that will be my 26th birthday. All right. So you can mark whatever other special days you would like to mark, but I'm going to go ahead and move on by clicking that green arrow in the bottom right corner. And now I get to
choose a picture for your calendar.
choose a picture for my calendar. So I think it looks like a really nice day outside so far. Who knows, we might get another crazy storm today. But I think I'm going to pick the girl reading a book in the park. So this will be my picture for my calendar, but you can pick whatever one you would like. And then once you have that picture chosen, go ahead and press that green arrow one more time, and hooray, we finished calendar. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out our weather. So we can type in Chico weather into Google, and remember, we just use this first bit of information here. So let's check out what our temperature is going to be today. So that means we should make a blue rectangle around temperature right here, and you'll be able to see our temperatures throughout the day. And then once you have that, go ahead and make that blue box around Tuesday right down here. And I will draw it out for you. So I have my box, and then TUE, which is short for Tuesday. The type of weather we're going to have today, which is very similar to what we've been having. And it's the picture of the sun that is partially covered by some clouds. And then I see two temperatures. So I see 73 degrees and 54 degrees. Okay. So if you have your blue box on Tuesday, so imagine that's your blue box, and then we have TUE, which is short for Tuesday, the type of weather we're going to have today. And then one of these is going to be our highest expected temperature, and then the other will be our lowest expected temperature. So, which of these will be our highest expected temperature today? 73 degrees or 54 degrees? So, if you said 73, you're correct. So let's see where that falls on our scale here. Okay, and we can find 73 two ways. So we can find 70 and add 3, because 70 plus 3 is 73, or we can go and find 75, that's already marked for us, and subtract 2, because 75 minus 2 is 73. So I think I'm going to go with the lesser one and go to 75 and go down 2. So we're at 73 right here, and we are in that warm temperature range. So it will be warm today. And since 73 is our highest expected temperature today, that means that 54 is going to be our lowest expected temperature. So let's go ahead and find that on here. And that's easy to find because we can find 55 right here. And 55 minus 1 is 54. So you just go down 1. And right there. So it will be cool tonight, most likely. Okay, so what type of weather now? If this is our weather picture for today, what type of weather will we have today? And so, yes, partly cloudy, the weather that we know oh so well. So it will be partly cloudy today, and I'm looking out my window right now, and the sky is beautiful blue, but there are some pretty big cumulus clouds again, like there was yesterday. So who knows what's going to happen? It looks like they're holding some water in, but that doesn't mean that the rain will fall in Chico, but because after what happened yesterday, who knows? But as far as I know, it does look partly cloudy outside because I see blue skies, but there are some big clouds in the sky that could cover the sun. So it will be partly cloudy today at least. So let's check out, now that we're talking about precipitation, let's see what our chances of precipitation are today. So that means that we could go ahead and make a blue rectangle around precipitation. So we just did temperature. Now we're in the middle right here, precipitation. And let's look at that blue line. What do we notice? Let's see. Right here and here. It's only a slight difference, but that blue line is raised a tiny bit. So it's not straight across or stable. So that means that we could get rain. However, there's a slim chance or a small chance, but let's check out what chance of precipitation we're going to have today. So we can look up here where it says precipitation, humidity, and wind. Let's look at precipitation and see what percentage is after the word precipitation. So precipitation, precipitation, and then I see 3%. So this is not 0, but it's still very low. So there's a low chance that we will have rain today. However, it is not 0, so it could happen. We'll have to just wait and see. Okay, so let's see what our wind looks like today. So let's go ahead and make a blue rectangle around wind right here. And you'll know you're there when you see the arrows with the different wind speeds. So let's check out what our average wind speed is up here, where we just looked at precipitation, humidity, and wind. Let's see what speed is after the word wind. So W-I-N-D is how you spell wind, and then 7 mph. So our average wind speed will be 7 miles per hour. So that's like a light breeze, but you'll still feel it. It won't blow you over or anything, but it's a nice light breeze. So it will feel nice. Well, at least I think it will feel nice. Okay, so now that we've checked out our temperature, our precipitation, and our wind for today, for Tuesday, let's check out what tomorrow, Wednesday's weather is going to look like. So let's go ahead and make a blue box around Wednesday right here. And I will draw it out for you. So we have our box, And then WED, which is short for Wednesday. We have our weather picture, so the type of weather that we're supposed to have tomorrow. And it looks very similar to this picture that we have today. It's a sun partly covered by clouds. And then I see 77 degrees and 55 degrees. Okay, so if you have a blue boxer on Wednesday, WED, short for Wednesday, the type of weather we're going to have tomorrow, and then we're only going to look at our highest expected temperature for tomorrow. So, will 77 degrees or 55 degrees be our highest expected temperature for tomorrow? And I might even do a math problem because it's a pretty cool increment in between the highest and lowest. But our highest expected temperature is 77 degrees. So let's go ahead and check out where that falls. And you can find 77 two ways. You can either go to 75 and add 2, because 75 plus 2 is 77. Or you can go to 80 and subtract 3, because 80 minus 3 is 77. So I think I'm going to do a subtraction again. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, and here we are. So we are in that warm temperature range. So it will be warm tomorrow. And I might do a subtraction problem with the two temperatures tomorrow, but I am going to ask, so today is going to be a high of 73, right? So how many degrees warmer is it going to be tomorrow than today? Yes, I'm making you do math again. So you can write it out long ways. I'm sure most of you might just go for the calculator route, but it's still important. Remember, when you're doing subtraction, you want to put the bigger number on the top or type that number in first, because if you try to take a bigger number away from a smaller number, you're going to get a negative number, and that's not going to make sense. So let's go ahead. I'm going to do it the long ways because that's what teachers do. And I'm going to do 77 minus 73. And so this is what it looks like. And so we always start in the ones place, right? So 7 minus 3 is 4. And then 7 minus 7 is 0. So we don't even need to put a number there. So there is a 4-degree difference between today's highest temperature and tomorrow's. Or, in other words, tomorrow will be 4 degrees warmer than today. Okay. And then my next question is, what type of weather are we going to have tomorrow if this is our weather picture? And you guessed it, partly cloudy, just like today. So now that we have compared today, Tuesday's weather, with tomorrow, Wednesday's weather, let's write it out as if we were in the classroom. So today is a high of 73 and partly cloudy, and tomorrow is a high of 77 and also partly cloudy. So today, a high of 73, partly cloudy, and then tomorrow, a high of 77 and also partly cloudy. So here we are. Oop. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. You can continue to do whatever weather stuff you would like to look at. But I'm going to go ahead and move on to the social story part of our morning meeting. And if you can think back all the way to Thursday, so last Thursday, we started talking about telling jokes. And we specifically talked about how to tell a joke, right? So today, we're going to kind of continue on with that, but also finish up by talking about telling appropriate jokes. Okay, so here we go. This is called telling appropriate jokes. My friends and I like to tell jokes together. When we tell jokes, we all laugh and have a good time together. Telling jokes is a great way to enjoy each other's company. When I tell jokes, it's important to keep them appropriate. An appropriate joke is a funny joke that does not hurt anybody's feelings. When we tell appropriate jokes, we do not laugh at other people. We laugh with other people at the funny part of that joke. Sometimes jokes are inappropriate. Inappropriate jokes might seem funny, but they're funny at the expense of another person or group of people. That means that they are making fun of a person or a group of people because of who they are. Even if there are no people in that group in the room, it's inappropriate and rude to tell those jokes. Sometimes jokes are inappropriate because they use bad words or have loud noises in them. They might be jokes about farting or other things that bodies do, and even though it's okay to privately think these things are funny or strange, it can make people really uncomfortable when I tell these jokes in a big room or a big group. If I'm not sure whether a joke is appropriate, I should say to myself, I'll skip that joke. I can think of other safer and calmer ways to have fun with my friends. Later, I can ask one of my parents or a different safe grown-up whether the joke is appropriate, and they will help me work it out. The point of telling jokes is to have fun and laugh together with other people, not hurt someone's feelings or make them feel uncomfortable. I like telling good jokes together with my friends. Okay, so this story touched on some important things. So appropriate jokes. So I guess we should start by talking about what they said are inappropriate jokes. So inappropriate jokes are when you're either laughing at someone or a group of people because of who they are or what they did. And it's inappropriate because it hurts their feelings, and it's not funny to make fun of someone because of who they are or what they did. And other inappropriate jokes might include talking about bodily functions like farting. I know some of us think that farting is funny, but it can make people feel uncomfortable. And so therefore, we should hold back those jokes and maybe reconsider telling a new joke. Let's see, what else? What else is and then jokes that might have like loud noises in them. Those are inappropriate because they could end up scaring people within the group or within the area that you're telling the joke in, and therefore it's not funny. It's not funny to scare someone. So What you can do, though, if you're not sure whether it's appropriate or inappropriate, is you can remind yourself to skip that joke and then think of another way to have fun with your friends, and later on discuss the contents or tell that joke to a parent or something and ask them whether it's appropriate or inappropriate, and they will let you know whether it is an appropriate joke or not. So again, the point of telling a joke is to have fun and laugh together, right? But it's not to hurt someone else's feelings or make people feel uncomfortable. So it's important to tell appropriate jokes, and to, before telling a joke, to consider and ask yourself whether it's appropriate or inappropriate. So that that is all I have for our morning meeting today. However, I'm going to put this social story that we talked about today in Google Slides like I normally do, and post it on our Google Classroom. And then I also want to remind everyone that it's Adam's birthday on Thursday. So let's make sure that we try and get on that Zoom call at 11. That way we can all celebrate with Adam, because he's been looking forward to this. I met him, really got to meet him in January, so I know he's been talking about his birthday since January. So he's really excited about it, and I would love for all of us to help be excited with him and celebrate him. So I hope to see you all on Thursday on our Zoom chat. But other than that, this is all I have. But I hope that maybe you get some time outside today, because it looks like it's really nice right now. But who knows, like I said, later on it might rain. But other than that, have a beautiful Tuesday, and we will chat more tomorrow.